Hello guys, my name is Hans Yegi, and this video is intended for watercolor beginners with the purpose of helping you choose the right palette. You will find palettes made out of a good variety of materials, but the three most common ones that you will see in the market will be plastic or acrylic, porcelain, and metal palettes. So I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. I got a couple plastic palettes to show you, and by the way, right through the process of showing you these palettes, I probably will give you a few tips to help you out with some of the disadvantage of some of the palettes. Here is this palette. I don't know who makes this particular palette, but I will say the good things, or the things that I like about the plastic palettes, for ones, is the price point. Two, you find a good variety of shapes and sizes, like you see here, and the palettes. And three, you find them at any art store, so they are not really hard to find them. The bad things about this type of palettes, one, they normally come with very small wells, like you can see in this one and this one. Two, the surface where you do your mixing, where you do the paint mixed, probably is not the best. And like you can see in this particular one, you can see how the water and the paint kind of comes apart, and that's a really bad thing to happen, because when you do watercolor, one of the things that will make you very successful watercolor artist is the ability to control the amount of water and paint you're gonna add to your painting to create the depth of feel and add more tones to your particular painting. So this is really bad. And the other thing that I don't like about the plastic palettes is that they are very easy to come apart, obviously because the type of material, so you can easily have an accident and have them, you know, apart very easy. So I think this is the bad things about this particular palettes. One good tip: when you get a palette, if you're gonna get a palette that comes with paint like this one does, make sure you choose something with a good brand paint, watercolor paint. This is Van Gogh makes this particular watercolor palette, and I like it a lot. It's very good for doing some traveling and do small projects. You go to the park and have some fun. But when it comes to big pieces, and you will see that as you go in your journey of watercolor, as much as you paint, the bigger the size of paper you want to paint with. So to begin with, probably this will be something that you may want to consider. Very good paint, small, practical, lightweight, and you can take it anywhere. On the other hand, if you choose to go a little bit bigger, couple tips that I will give you to overcome this issue if you don't want to spend more money into something of a different material. If you see, I cut the wells right in between the tiny little wells to create the bigger wells, and then in the back I add some epoxy, so to avoid any water or paint leak. This particular palette, I thought it was kind of crazy to add some wells on top, because if you think about it, you add some paint in the top and you close the lid, then you will have a messy day all over this area in your palette. So I thought it was kind of senseless to do this little wells in that area. And the other tip that I would like to share with you is, if you still want to go with the plastic because the price of the actual palette, then you can have some clean this area very well and add some animal spray paint like I did in this particular palette, and then you see in these areas whatever I leave the color or the water will stay right where I left it. And like I said, is control over your water and paint is one of the major factors of being successful in your watercolor paintings. So this is with the plastics. And the next one I would like to talk about is this guys. Its name is they are made from this company, American Journey. I believe Cheap Joe's is the owner of this brand name. By the way, if you go to their website, www.cheapjoes.com, you will find a good variety of porcelain palettes. This one is made out of porcelain. The good thing is it's very sturdy. You know, you leave it in your studio and it will go forever. The second good thing about it is you don't have to worry about the surface of this guys where you do your mixing, because again the paint and the water, whatever you leave the paint, that's where it's gonna stay, and that's very good. The other good thing about it is the actual size of the wells. In my case, and I'm sure it's going to happen to you too, I am starting to use bigger brushes, so it's a perfect size wells to do bigger pieces of art, and I like that. The backdrops about this particular palettes, they're bulky, they're heavy. This one in particular weighs 3 pounds 11 ounces. Alright, and so it probably will be something that you don't want to take in a trip and do your painting in the outside. I will think it will be kind of bulky for me to do that. The other good thing is they come with this little lid to protect the paint from dust, such is a big issue. So that's another good thing about it. I want to show you its brother. It's made out of the same company. I have probably 3 different palettes from them. This big guy weighs 6 pounds 14 ounces. It's a big guy, but again, the area, going back to the area of the wells, the area where you do your mixing, you can add a lot of colors to it. And here's one more tip for you. When you buy a palette and you want to set your colors, you want to set them in order. You want to go warm to cold or cold to warm, and that will help you to when you do your composition and you're ready to paint, it will help you to do the mixing of the colors, so your mixing will be a lot easier, and you will concentrate in the painting rather than figure out what color to add and where's my browns or my reds. So I think that's really important, and it's very good. Let's see here. Here's the other one I was telling you about, and now this particular one I really recommend it. It's called the American Journey Butcher's Tray. But the good thing about this is, if you don't have so much experience doing watercolors, this one probably will help you to develop a good eye for colors. Usually when you want to do a good painting, you want to have one color who is going to be is gonna predominate in your paint, and then 2 or 3 other colors that will add to it to make a good harmony in your painting. So when you have something like this, then you will add whatever colors you picked, and you will have to stick with them because you're not going to have the luxury of having 30 wells around and pick more colors. One of the big mistakes when you start watercolor is that as much as colors you see, the much as many colors you add to the paint, and that actually destroy the paint rather than bring it into a better colorful stage. So this is another one that you may want to consider. If another good idea and good tip, if you don't want to spend money to do something like this, then you can just pick one of those plates out of your kitchen. You're gonna have a smaller surface, and you may have to probably deal with 2 or 3 plates. But if you want to have fun, this is a pretty good investment here. So again, here's another one, smaller, and again the issue with the wells, a very limited wells, such as really good for beginners, and then your area of mixing. So here it is with the porcelain pallets. The next one, or the last one I want to talk to you about, the last but not least, is this. This is my all-time favorite. This palette has been used by artists all over the world, professional artists. You will see using this palette, and there is a reason why. By the way, the people who have this particular palette will agree with me that there is no better palette that money can buy. I mean, this is how simple and good this one is. In the back, it has this little ring where you will slide your finger. You open your palette. It has these areas where you do your mixing. This palette is made out of brass. The guy who makes this is in England, and his name is Craig Young. It's a really beautiful palette, very well done. It comes with this little tray. You can purchase an extra tray if you like. I just got the one that comes with it. But look at the size of the wells. It's a very well designed. The whole thing is just it's really a piece of art. The palette itself, very sturdy. It weighs only 1 pound, and is big enough so you can do. I mean, I have done half sheets and full sheets of paper with this one, and also you can do very tiny little things, like if you go to a park or anywhere else, you can use this and have no problem. Those are probably some of the good things about it. There are 2 bad things about this particular palette. One is the size. Not the size, the price of the palette. It's a little bit expensive. I would say this probably, to me, is the best investment I ever done. If you're serious about watercolors, this is the way to go. Don't waste your money going with different palettes. Just get this one and be done with it. It will last a lifetime. If you're not so serious, probably it's not something that you want to do, because you're looking at, I live in Minnesota, and with the shipping to Minnesota, you're looking about $440 to get something like this. So that's one of the bad things about it, the price. That is probably not the cheapest you can find, but it's the best you can get. And the other bad thing is that there is a waiting list, usually between 6 months to a year, to get this beauty in your hands. So there it is. This is it for palettes. I hope by going through little things here and there will help you to define and make your mind to choose the right palette for you. The next video I would like to talk about the different kinds of watercolor brushes, the different materials they are made of, and how to find the right one for you. You can spend literally thousands of dollars in brushes, but I will probably go in explanation into the different materials and shapes and kinds of brushes you can get, and hopefully that will help you to choose the right one for you too. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments, and just go out, have fun. I think that's what watercolor is all about. So thanks again.